morning. It's been a pretty awful journey, like just really loud, horns going off all the time, swerving all over the place. We're in a bunk right by the front of the bus where a door keeps banging against it. Yeah, it's just been pretty grim on this one.
The new one was a lot nicer. There's a lot of horn honking, a lot of banging, just a lot of noise. And then for the last 3 hours I've needed the loo. Thought we were really close to Jaisalmer, we were not. So I just had to get the bus to pull over because there was no toilet on the bus, on a 12-hour bus. So that was great.
So at the end of our bunk you can actually see the road ahead. We're right up at the front. That does mean we do hear the horn louder than most.
Very loud, very loud.
I think we might have broken down. Guy's just climbing down into the engine now. That's a little bit annoying because we're only about half an hour outside of Jaisalmer. I get the feeling we could be here for some time. What's going on up there? He's fixing the engine, obviously. Very childish. From what I can glean, chatting to the lads outside, it was basically they've run out of engine oil, so we had to just wait by the side of the road while someone turned up with some new engine oil, and now we are back underway. Jaisalmer Fort. Here we are in the Golden City. So I want to quest for food. Here's a tiny little pub. This is the view from the rooftop of our hostel. Here's this coming up. So we're staying at the Blue Eye, hence this blue eye, and then there's Jaisalmer Fort in the background.
So after a very well needed sleep in our really lovely hostel, we are off to Gadisar Lake. I think I'm saying that right, but Jez will write the correct spelling somewhere on screen. Oh, this way. And yeah, so far Jaisalmer is pretty. It's quite small, but I think we're going to really like it here.
And more good news is that we're both recovered from our respective illnesses, which is great.
Yeah, I think I'm back. That's where John Wick stands.
And this is the lake. And the views out over the desert. So it's drinking 8% beer from a skull mug. Does it get more laddie than that? Cheers. It's now morning of the next day, and here we are in Jaisalmer. Just had our breakfast and this is out on the balcony. Got our little goat friends down there who were very quiet in the night, actually, and didn't wake us up, so that was good. And now we're off to the fort. Wow, this is pretty stunning. Fort Zoo.
Pretty amazing, isn't it? It's a good fort.
We've got like about 20 paces inside. We've already been offered a guide 3 times, and when you say no, they just start telling you exactly the same pieces of trivia about the fort anyway, in the hope that that will win you over. So we know that 4,000 people live inside this fort.
Did you know that 4,000 people live here? Did you?
It's a living fort. It's a living fort. It's the bustling marketplace at the centre of the town, I think, or it's certainly one of them. How many people live here, Zoe?
4,000. No.
It's pretty impressive view from up here on the fort. I never really thought I'd describe a fort as beautiful, but this is a truly beautiful fort. So it just shows forts can alter. That's pretty amazing. So Zoe often says that architecture is for weirdos, boffins and nonces, but I think even she would agree that this is pretty special. This is the view of the city from the other side of the fort, and out there, the Thar Desert. Contemplating.
Thinking of my incredible thoughts.
This is just beautiful little ancient streets. This 500-year-old fort.
But it's no mistake for no when I stop and read it and easy come my shop.
Because Zoe laughed at the time, we now have to go. We now have to go and visit the shop because the lady caught us and guilted us into coming and watching.
She runs a project where women who've been widowed make like bedspreads and things out of fabric to sell. So it's an amazing project. Jez laughed at it.
I do get quite strong Lamu vibes from this place with the narrow corridors and the old buildings and stuff, but yeah, it's really very beautiful. Camel, chilling. Can't get a moment's peace these days. It's a pretty amazing view from this restaurant. Tempted?
No.
Aww, you're nice. What's going on, Zoe?
I've got a clay mask on and it's from my face. I can't laugh. It's going to ruin it.
Okay, I'll stop.
Stop it. No, this is why I do it when you're not here. When you came back, just has been upstairs the whole time, and I was like, oh, a little bit of time for myself.
Okay, I'll stop filming now. So we have had a very productive afternoon. We've got ourselves booked on a desert tour for tomorrow, and we've also sorted out our bus onwards to Jodhpur when we head that way. So now we are just heading back to the big old fort to enjoy a sunset drink from the ramparts, on the ramparts, watching the view from the ramparts. Cheers.
Cheers.
Might not be able to see it exactly, but that is a very beautiful sunset we're watching right now. Sun officially descended.
Yeah, it has set.
It is night in the city. The castle walls lit up.
Special moment for you. Campfire and music.
We are about to have our dinner at this incredible little spot, which is just on a ledge, sort of overlooking the edge of the fort. There's the fort going around there, and we're just poking out over the edge with a just incredible view of the city in the background. No one can pronounce Zoe's name. Like they think she's called Joey. Everyone thinks she's called Joey.
And in Africa, yeah, no one quite gets.
Everyone thought she was saying sorry when she said Zoe. So we just had a beautiful song dedicated to us, but it was dedicated to Jess and Joey. So bless them, that lovely restaurant we've just been to, it turned out that they didn't take card, and we didn't have enough cash to pay the bill, so they're basically just like, oh, just give us what you have and then come back tomorrow, and we trust you to come back and pay, so we're going to do that tomorrow. Look at these beautiful old alleyways, just timeless, apart from the motorbikes, but otherwise timeless. And the fairy lights, but otherwise timeless. Hey Zoe, do you know what computer game this view reminds me of?
What?
Fortnite.
Barely a joke.
So this morning we've got up quite early and come out in the rain. What?
The wind and the rain.
To pay our debts at the Lakeview restaurant because we didn't have enough cash last night, so we're now gonna pay them the 300 that we owe them. The piper has been paid, new information has been gleaned, including that this fort was built in 1156, the first stone was laid. It took 7 years for them to construct it. Just goes to show what happens when you read. How many people live here, Zoe?
Oh, 4,000. 4,000.
Interested? There's a mighty camel just hanging out outside our hostel. So we've just driven for about an hour out into the desert. We've stopped at this little village where one of the guys who's driving us lives. I think these might be our camels that we're going to ride out into the desert on. Let's see. I do kind of feel a little bit like I might have got the grumpy one. It's making quite a lot of snorting noises and doesn't seem best pleased. I'm sure he's a good lad. Yeah, somewhere in those hills over there, little desert camp.
Is that where we're going to? Those dunes over?
This is what I've reduced my camel to. He's absolutely knackered from having to carry me for about an hour and a bit. So we've arrived at our camp in the desert. The sun is lowering in the sky. Just had some masala chai, and our chef is cooking us some pakora, and then we're going to go and watch the sunset over the top of the dunes. All in all, pretty nice so far, I would say. Do you concur?
I concur, Jeremy.
Guys requested that Zoe goes for a walk with him and I film it.
Camp different. Okay, thank you.
This is our little dinner out in the desert. Food in the desert. Happy?
Very happy.
ओ तारी रमारी जोड़ी रे कमली तारी रमारी जोड़ी रे कमली दूजे नाम कदी जोरा मारी अरे तारी अरे जोड़ी राला.
So unfortunately the desert weather has stymied our night under the stars. But it's raining quite heavily. So we are back in a tent again, just like the old times.
I slept okay last night. We did camels. It was either a camel or a dog outside the tent for a little bit. But yeah, I slept pretty well. And it's, wake up to the desert.
It is morning in the desert. So we douse it. Sans nons.
Just you, desert wanker.
It is a chill desert morning, but it is always a good time to be riding on your camel.
धुआं फूको हुए पछ घणो करनो पड़े
इना मी जो केड़ो दे देनो के बोल ले जा मैं
सही है जाओ तो क्या खेड़ थक.
So after an afternoon of relaxing in the room from and recovering from our exertions in the desert, we've headed out up to the fort for a last meal in Jaisalmer. And yeah, not sure where we're going to go yet, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be good. Another stunning view. So it's just occurred to us that like we're just having dinner in a fort, which is weird. Yeah. Who would have thought it? A cracking meal, a cracking location, cracking city. Miss you, Jaisalmer. So we spent about 4 days in beautiful Jaisalmer before we headed off to Jodhpur. But if we were to put the Jodhpur bit in this video as well, it would end up being quite long.
Well, you can find out what we got up to in Jodhpur